juggalos, you know who they are, stands of rap duo Insane Clown Posse, who have successfully cultivated their audience to the furthest possible extent. They are considered gang members in certain states in America. And no matter your opinion on this band, they will forever hold a chapter in music history books. They created a niche subgenre that's a subgenre of a subgenre, which is horrorcore. Okay, they didn't invent horrorcore, but they invented this wave of rappers doing horrorcore music while having this clown makeup and aesthetic. If you don't know what horrorcore is, it's basically rap with horror themes. It's typically fictional lyrics about cannibalism, rape, and murder. It's just crazy shit, but here's the thing, it's never true, okay? Just because a rapper talks about butchering a woman and eating her as he face her eye sockets, doesn't mean they did it. It's all for shock value. Why are you telling us that? Just give me the allegations. What's going on? I'm just setting the stage for what we're about to talk about, okay? Today's story has two main characters, which is Violent J, who is one half of Insane Clown Posse, and his girlfriend, Sarah Russi. Now both have their fair share of controversies, all right? Neither of them are strangers to this. But the only ones I'm going to bring up are the ones that are relevant to this story. Now keep in mind, everything in this video is alleged, all right? If I get anything wrong, be sure to help me out in the comments, correct me in the comments, but I did my absolute best to ensure I got nothing wrong. I'm not CoffeeZilla. I'm not technicals, all right? I'm not an internet detective. I just looked up a few things, got the story together, and tried to make it as easy as possible to understand. So basically, Violent J is getting called out for pedophilic shit, all right? Saying he's weird, and they're using his girlfriend here, Sarah, as ammunition against that claim. Or for that claim. I don't know. I can't speak. They're basically using his girl as like evidence, like, yeah, see, Violent J is weird. But is he weird? Is he a pedo? Is Sarah weird? Let's find out. Here's everything you gotta know. Starting off with Sarah's story, she's an OnlyFans model that's been in the game since around 2017. And her first bump of controversy was when she started dating child star Mason Reese. Mind you, he looks like this and Sarah looks like this. Now the age gap, 28 years. I am currently 29 years old, okay? Mason looked like me. If you put me in the microwave for like 2 minutes and came out, that would be Mason while Sarah was 1 year old. That's fucking weird. But yeah, people were like, she's with him for the bread, she's with him for the clout, there's no love involved. But whatever, they broke up 3.5 years later. They did an episode of Love Don't Judge, which is basically like a YouTube series where pretty much what it says, like, yeah, these are strange couples that are in love. Hell, point and laugh at them, they're fucking weird. Then the couples be like, no, we're not weird, we're in love. Whatever. Clearly Mason is at a point of his life where they live in Florida. He wants to retire. Look, he's carrying her in a fucking scooter, driving around. He's like 5 feet. Okay, I don't know if he has a disorder. Why does he look like, I don't know, am I being a dick? Why does he look like that? He's at a point of his life where he's down to retire. He wants to live the slow life, while Sarah is kind of just starting on her journey, all right? She's on this OnlyFans grind. She's building her empire, and Mason is done with that. He's built his empire. He's chilling, all right? His house is filled with like pinball machines. It's kind of dope. It's kind of dope. Chilling with his mug and his Hawaiian shirt, and he got his young baddie. He was living the life. Him and his scooter driving around town, pink hair shorty. But after the breakdown around July 22nd, like a week after this video was uploaded, this Love Don't Judge episode, they broke up, okay? They broke up, and she's still trying to advance in her OnlyFans career, while on the opposite side of the spectrum, Violent J was living a pretty dark time in his life. Violent J was dating makeup artist Lainey Chantel. This was around 2021, and they started dating for around 1.5 years, but she unfortunately passed away due to a drug overdose. This was in Halloween of 2022, and keep in mind, this article states that it wasn't recreational drugs, it wasn't drugs for fun. This was like a combination of pills she took because she was having like a panic attack, anxiety attack, and she just took a bunch of prescribed pills to her for like various mental disorders. And she was talented, dude. Like, poor girl, man. She worked with Lil Nas X. She was on that one show Face Off, which is massive for the makeup community. She definitely had her foot in the door. Rest in peace, man. This is so sad. But a little while after this passing, Violent J did slide into Sarah's DMs. They then start dating around April of 2023. Mind you, Jay is 53 right now and Sarah is 32. I'm bad at math. That's a 21-year age difference. I wrote it down here. 21 years difference. And again, there was a 28-year difference in her past relationship. Violent J and Lainey, the girl that passed away, 17-year difference. Both Jay and Sarah have this weird history of dating people that are way out of their age range. This isn't a cute little 5, not even a 10-year difference, brother. 17, 28 years, that's crazy. Like, sure, yeah, you guys can consent, do your thing, but you can't be surprised when people are like, what the fuck? It's not illegal, it's not, but it's strange. The couple then gets their own episode of Love Don't Judge. She's on here twice, and later I found out this is actually her 3rd time being on this channel. That 3rd video, it's like another series on the same channel, and I guess they like record blind dates. She was dating a dude that was like fucking 80 years old. I am exaggerating, all right, but not by much. There was a 38-year age gap. 38-year age gap. 38-year age gap. Holy shit. We also find out in this episode of Love Don't Judge that Jay like stole her from another guy or something, and what a hot mess. But you guys see a pattern here, right? With the whole age thing. Now, I am inclined to believe that Sarah is with Jay for love at this moment in time. And the reason why I say that is because she stopped doing OnlyFans, presumably for Jay, because they were on a No Jumper episode and they got in like a little argument on No Jumper about her doing OnlyFans. And she did mention in that clip that she values the relationship more than her OnlyFans account, which I think is pretty telling, okay? Because she now got rid of her source of income for this relationship. But that's assuming why she deleted the OnlyFans, unless the other reason is the hot water she's been getting into lately and she recently deleted the link, because I can't find her OnlyFans anywhere. So it's one of two things. Either she deleted the OnlyFans because of the recent backlash, or she deleted it for her relationship. But now let's get into the meat and potatoes, okay? What is this backlash I'm talking about? Well, people are accusing her on TikTok for age play. If you don't know what age play is, it's basically someone dressing up and acting like a child as someone else is being like not a child, and they do things together as one is acting like a child, and it's weird. It's weird. I don't mean to kink shame you, but I am. All right, if you're into age play, go seek help, brother. Don't know what to say. Go get the fuck out of here. Have a different weird thing like feet. All right, it's not that bad. Feet is fine. I'm not a foot fetish guy, but I like to put my girl's toe in my mouth from time to time. Don't judge me. You're into age play, bitch. But the reason why people accuse her for that is because she's very bouncy in her TikToks, as you can see here, and she purposefully like makes a big mess. And she sometimes talks like a little girl. People are not a fan of this TikTok where she dresses up as Cartman from South Park, a child. And again, she like pushes her OnlyFans. I don't see an OnlyFans push here. But like her cosplaying as Cartman, and she also cosplayed as Kyle from South Park. She cosplayed as Sailor Moon. And again, that in combination of like pushing her OnlyFans, people are not a fan of because she's cosplaying as children. Here's examples of her making a big mess. And like, see, she's acting very childish. The public eye is considering this a big deal because ICP is known for calling out pedophilic shit. For example, Davi Vanity. They exposed him being bald. They like uploaded a photo of him being bald and just talked shit and saying like, I forgot exactly what they said, but they were just saying, fuck this guy. He's a pedophile. He's a weirdo. They even have a song called To Catch a Predator. Then you have people coming out saying Violent J is weird. Because this song here has a lyric where he talks about like, your 13-year-old sister has huge tits. That's right here. You know, for only 13, she's got some big tits. And out of context, that seems pretty crazy. But the TikTokers trying to expose the band for having these lyrics are also cutting out the entire context of this song. Because if you look at the lyrics, all you gotta do is listen to the song. They couldn't listen to this 4-minute song before calling them out on their shit. The song is saying through a character. It is saying through a perspective of literally in the first line, schizophrenic serial killer clown. The lyric before she's 13 and got big old tits is talking about killing her father. It's a fictional song. And on top of this, this was released in 1997, which at the time, Insane Clown Posse really leaned into shock value. that was the leading drive for the band. They just wanted to show everyone like, oh, look, we're clowns and we're crazy and we're talking about rape and murder and cannibalism and 13-year-old tits because we're crazy clown guys. The context is important, right? Because they're not over here saying, I love 13-year-old girls. They're literally telling a story from a character. As for Sarah, it's kind of a different story. And by the way, I'm not saying Violent J is safe either. Okay, we're about to get into that in a little bit because there are valid concerns on his end. I'm just saying using this song as a gotcha is not valid in my opinion. But Sarah, I was willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, because it's like, yeah, she's bouncy and making a mess and X, Y, and Z, but the reason why she's doing it, I feel, is because it's engaging. When I say engaging, I don't mean like, oh, look, I'm so engaged right now. I mean like comments, okay? People are engaging with the post, leaving hate comments, which she's no stranger to. In those Love Don't Judge episodes, they're literally scrolling through hate comments and laughing. So I feel like she's doing those things, leaning into it so people can hate, so people can call her out, and that post can, like, has a higher probability of going viral. As for the Sailor Moon and the South Park cosplays, and she even did like Wednesday Addams, other creators, OnlyFans creators, I know you've seen before, like OF Girls doing like Misty from Pokemon. She's 12. All right, I know you've seen it before, I've seen it before, and I think the reason why she gets so much hate specifically for this and those other girls don't is because of the context of the entire situation. But whatever, a lot of this I thought was like, yeah, people are just gassing it, they're just exaggerating, it's not that big of a deal, until I found two very questionable TikToks. After finding these TikToks, the gears started rolling a little bit, okay? Here's what I mean.
Well, I'm just a typical little girl. I like dancing and ponies and getting my snooch powder.
Okay, that's weird. Dressing up as a little girl cheerleader with Daddy 69 at the... That's weird. Now here's the thing. I do still think she's just leaning into it for the rage bait. I think she's trying to keep her pockets filled because she had to get rid of the OnlyFans and this is the way to do it. But there's two issues here. A part of her content is, hey, I'm Violent J's girlfriend. Every other TikTok, it's how me and Violent J started dating, how he slid to my DMs, the story of this date I went on with Violent J, right? Like, that's her thing. She's known as Violent J's girlfriend. With that being said, her controversies then becomes his controversies. And because Jay is one half of ICP, her controversy then becomes the band's controversies. Here's the second issue. Yeah, even if she is leaning into it, let's just say for the sake of this conversation, she's just leaning into it. She's not doing this age play shit, da da da. The issue is her doing this, right? And like, haha, look, I'm trolling, is inherently feeding the age play side of TikTok. To make this easier to understand, let's say I am playing a character right now, and I say a slur. You watching are a part of my community. You know that's the meme. Oh yeah, he says the F slur, but he says it because it's just the meme in the community and it's not really him, it's a character. If that clip of me saying an F slur goes viral, it's no longer a meme in the community, right? We have the context. But what about the people outside of our bubble, outside of this sphere? They don't fucking understand. They don't understand that she's rage baiting. They don't understand she's leaning into shit just to get people talking. Okay? If there's some weirdo on the age play corner of the internet scrolling through TikTok, going through his creepy TikToks, and they see her, he has no context. He's just like, oh, look, a grown woman dressing and acting like a little girl. I like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, whether it's a troll or not, it's still bad. So whether she's trying to cater to the age play weirdos or not, it's still a terrible thing. As for Violent J, there has been questionable shit in the past, okay? He's followed minors on Instagram. There's questionable shit he supposedly, allegedly said in DMs, right? God damn, they make him like you at 16? What is this world coming to? Oh, fuck. I don't know if these DMs are fake or not, but I'm just saying that there is a weird history of him and minors. Allegedly, okay? Allegedly. Interviews and lyrics from the past I wouldn't take super seriously, again, because it was a lot of shock value involved. But the thing is, because of the current conditions and everything that's going on, it makes everything a lot more suspicious. So to wrap things up, it's kind of weird, all right? Who knows what Jay and Sarah are doing behind closed doors, especially with the questionable past from Jay and what Sarah is currently doing. It's a little concerning, okay? But what do you guys think about the whole thing? I don't know, man. Shit is kind of weird, but make sure you like and sub because I damaged my TikTok algorithm for you. Join the Discord and click right here because yesterday we spoke about Nick Nocturnal and him kind of quitting content. That's pretty important.